Waiver Wire Guru. Getting ready to go into week 12, okay? Going by fast, playoffs are right around the corner. A lot of trade deadlines are closing. We even have some waiver wires closing, which makes me sad. It's just getting ready to be in that prime time playoff run. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go through, I don't know if you guys have seen it on the site, but I have a studs, starts, sleepers, and bench section within the site that you can go to. It will help you with your lineup rankings and who I'm really looking at to be a stud, who I'm probably going to start, and then who I have sleepers and who I'm not even bothering on the bench there. So what we're going to do is go through sleepers. I got a lot of picks. There's also some waiver wire picks, which I'll talk about as we go through here. Hope you enjoy this. Trying to mix it up just a little bit. As last week I went through all running backs. This week, again, trying to mix it up. So let's get right into it. Quarterbacks, I have 3 of them. Matt Hasselbeck. I do see him on some waiver wires, not a ton. He's going up against the St. Louis Rams, who are giving up a lot of yardage to quarterbacks. So Matt Hasselbeck, especially in your 2 QB league, teams, definitely go for it. Or if you've been having an underperforming quarterback every week, Hasselbeck should do well against the Rams. Next is Alex Smith against Jacksonville. Had a little bit of a tougher time last week, but he's not too inconsistent. He's been consistently okay, but going up against Jacksonville's soft, pass defense, I think I'm looking for a pretty big game there. And finally, I'm looking for Vince Young to do pretty well against the Cardinals. I'm looking for a high-scoring game. The Cardinals are known for their run D, but their their quarterbacks are not very strong, so the pass D is not very good, and they give up a lot of yards. So Vince Young, he's out on a lot of waiver wires, and you can take a flyer on him if your quarterback has been underperforming. Let's move into running backs. If you are in a PPR league, Brandon Jackson on Green Bay is solid. He's been doing a lot more of the passing downs, gets a lot of jump-offs. You saw it last week. I think that's going to be consistent as, they're going to have a big lead, Green Bay, over Detroit, and they're going to look to run the ball a lot. So Brandon Jackson could be a sneaky little running back play if you lost your running backs to injuries. Next is Fred Jackson. I'm looking for him to have a big week with Marshawn Lynch being injured. I think Lynch actually won't get much play time next week, so Fred Jackson will step up and do well against Miami, even though they have a tough defense. Next, I've been high on Jason Snelling. You guys know last week he was a hot waiver wire pickup. I hope you played him. I'll play him again this next week. I'm expecting Turner to be back, not this week 12, but week 13. So this is going to be Snelling. This is where we really get our value out of Snelling. So go ahead and start him, pick him up if he's available, and you can roll with Snelling for sure. Next is Rock Cartwright. He is a big waiver wire pickup. Probably in most leagues going to be the waiver wire pickup of the week. He does have Philadelphia next week, so only play him if you really need a running back. But going forward, he could be someone. He will be the starter for the remainder of the season. So Rock Cartwright is someone, especially in a PPR league, he's huge. PPR league, he's going to be great. So I would definitely grab him if he's available. Next, Justin Forsett. I think it's a start again next week. Julius Jones probably will be back for another week, and he gets to go up against St. Louis Rams also. So Justin Forsett looking for a big game, along with next person Jamal Charles. Colby Smith is now out, so Charles is a lone guy pretty much. And if you're in a PPR league, Jamal Charles should have a good week against San Diego Chargers. I do think for PPR leagues, he's a good start. Moving on to wide receivers, I have a lot of these. James Jones on Green Bay against Detroit, been very consistent. Expecting big things from Green Bay on Thanksgiving. Next is Terrell Owens. With the old coach out, you got a new quarterback in there who looks Terrell Owens' way. Terrell Owens has a way to sell himself to the quarterback and let the quarterback know, give me the ball. Had a big week last week, and actually think you'll see some consistency now with Terrell Owens, that he can kind of get his quarterback where he wants him with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Next, I've got 2 of the Cincinnati Bengals, Lavernius Coles and Andre Caldwell, expecting a huge week against Cleveland. If thinking Matt Stafford could have a big week, that, Carson Palmer should have a huge week. So those wide receivers are going to get some touchdowns. So Coles and Caldwell. Next is Austin Collie, expecting a big game against Houston. It was a big shootout last time. I don't expect that to change this time. Austin Collie looking for a big game. Next, Michael Jenkins had a big game last week. I think he's got that hot hand going. So, if If you don't have many other choices, Jenkins can be good. Probably not my most favorite on the list, though, to be honest. Next is Jeremy Maclin going up versus Atlanta. Macklin's been very consistent. McNabb looks his way. Can't go wrong with Maclin. Next is Donnie Avery. You know, he's probably sitting on a lot of waiver wires. I would definitely start him against Seattle and look for Bulger to look his way pretty often if Bulger plays. He should, even though he's kind of got a sore shoulder. But I wouldn't worry about it. Avery should be a good start. Next is Malcolm Floyd versus Kansas City. I'm looking for his touchdown this week from Malcolm Floyd. If you need a wide receiver, Floyd, I'm looking for that touchdown this week. Next is Michael Crabtree, very consistent. Was a great waiver wire recommendation a while back for you guys, going up against Jacksonville, looking for a touchdown there. And Percy Harvin, you know, if you got him, now's the week to use him against Chicago. I think you're going to also see a touchdown there as well. Finally, tight end, and then we're done. Jermichael Finley going up against Detroit. You can tell I've got a special place for Green Bay this week as they play Detroit, and Finley should have a big week if you need a tight end. You can feel confident in him. Next is Zach Miller. With the change at QB, Bruce Gradkowski is looking Zach Miller's way, and Zach Miller is definitely one of those candidates that you can definitely go for and start. And finally is Bo Scaife. He's going up against Arizona. You already know how I feel about Arizona's pass defense, and Bo and Vince should connect for a touchdown, in my opinion, this upcoming week. That is it for Week 12. I hope you enjoyed going through the sleepers. Definitely some great waiver wire pickups there. The best waiver wire pickup is Rock Cartwright. Visit hattywaiverwireguru.com. Again, we have rankings, articles, injury report, all things you need to go through playoffs. If you have a question, you can email me. It's hattywaiverwireguru@hattywaiverwireguru.com. Check me out on Tuesdays at 9:30 Eastern Time. I'm a co-host on a radio show. I have a link on the website, on the homepage, and we go over waiver wire pickups for an entire hour. You can even call in and ask questions. I've had people who watch the video call in and get their questions answered. I'm on there with Junkyard Jake, who is RC from junkyardjake.com. And I'm also on there with Todd Farino. He's from fantasyfootballsearch.com. So got some great guys, very intelligent. Junkyard Jake's one of my favorite websites as well. So you can definitely check us out on the radio show. Thanks again. Good luck. Let's get to those playoffs. And here's some strong guys that we can look at to help us. Bye.